A very good morning, students. Welcome back to the class Reproduction in Animals. In the last class, in this chapter, we have discussed about what you mean by reproduction and what are the modes of reproduction, that is, asexual reproduction and even sexual reproduction. And even we have discussed about what you mean by fertilization and the types of fertilization, that is, internal and even external fertilization we have seen. In this class, we are going to learn about the types of asexual reproduction, that is budding or regeneration, etc. The first thing we have to go, that is oviparous and viviparous. The word itself is saying vivi and even oviparous. So ovi means it is nothing but eggs. Vivi means it is nothing but giving birth. So the organism which give birth to their younger ones, they are called as which one, that is viviparous. The organism which they are going to give birth to their younger ones are called as viviparous, whereas the organism which are going to lay the eggs are called oviparous. If an organism is going to lay the eggs, then they are called as oviparous. So here you can see the picture, that is a mother, cow and tiger and even dog. All these organisms, what happen, they are going to give birth to their younger ones. So these are not egg-laying mammals, isn't it, or egg-laying animals. They directly give birth to their younger ones. And even you can see fertilization takes place inside the body of a female organism. The animals which give birth to the younger ones are called viviparous animals. So if they are giving birth to their younger ones, means it is viviparous. The animals which lay eggs are called oviparous. If any organism which are going to lay the eggs are called which one? That is oviparous. So ovi means it is understood. Ovum is nothing but eggs. The organisms which are going to lay the eggs. For example, hen is going to lay the egg, snake, frog, fish, etc. These are the organisms which are going to lay the eggs are called oviparous. So in our environment we are having viviparous organism and even it is oviparous organism. So next we have to move on to the important point, that is which one? Asexual reproduction. So in the asexual reproduction we have already discussed, that is there is no specification of male and female organism or even male gametes and even female gametes. Within the same body of an organism, what happens? Reproduction will be taking place. The first thing we have to go for which one? That is hydra. In each hydra, there may be one or more bulges. Students, you can see here. That is what happens. You can see a bulge-like structure, isn't it? So, a bud-like structure. This bulge-like structure, you can see gradually the size of this one is increasing. So this bulge-like structure, thereby what happened? It is nothing but a outgrowth. Near the bulge-like structure, a outgrowth which you can see. This outgrowth is nothing but what happened? The daughter cell of which one? That is hydra. In hydra, new individual develop as outgrowth from a single parent. So from this single parent, thereby what happened? You can see a outgrowth. That outgrowth is nothing but what happened? The next generation of a hydra. This type of reproduction in which only a single parent is involved is called as asexual reproduction. So here they are telling single parents. A single parent is nothing but no male and female gamete. Within the same body of an organism, a daughter hydra or even the reproduction which is taking place or the next generation hydra which is coming out, they are going to call it as asexual reproduction. Since new individual develops from the births in hydra, this type of asexual reproduction is called as which one? That is budding. So buds, as you all know, what do you mean by, isn't it? Similarly, even in a hydra, a bird-like structure which appears from this, what happened? We can say that is in hydra, we can say a budding asexual reproduction which is taking place. This kind of structure, what happened later, which detaches from the mother body. whenever it detaches from the mother body, it falls on a soil or any water. Later it develops as the mother body, and once again it will be giving rise to other daughter cells, that is Hydra. So next thing we have to go for which one, that is binary fission. So that is the another method of asexual reproduction. So what do you mean by binary fission? So here fission, the word is nothing but division. So in amoeba we can see that is organism which is dividing completely into two equal halves. Students, you can see here that is from one amoeba cells, here we are having that is how many daughter cells, that is two daughter cells. Amoeba is a single-celled organism, as we all know. It's begin by the division of its nucleus into two nuclei. So observe this picture. In the first one, what happened? You can see that is one amoeba is started to divide into two equal halves. How many nucleus here now? Two nucleus. And in the next picture you can see that is a nucleus which is completely divided, and this middle part, what happened, you can see a completely division of a outer layer also. So later it starts to depart from each other. So from one amoeba they are going to have that is two daughter cells. This type of producing two equal daughter cells, they are going to call it as which one, that is binary fission. So this binary fission can be seen in which one, that is amoeba. It begins by the division of its nucleus into two nuclei. This is followed by the division of its body into two, each part receiving a nuclei. You can see the nucleus which is received is in a equal. Finally, two amoebae are produced from one parent of amoeba. So whatever may be the number of amoebas are present, they are going to produce, that is how many daughter cells, that is only two daughter cells. This type of asexual reproduction in which animal reproduces by dividing into two individuals are called binary fission. If two individuals are produced from a single mother cell, then they are going to call it as binary fission. Still, we are having the types of asexual reproduction. Apart from budding and binary fission, we are having that is multiple fission. So multiple fission is nothing but, for example, if you take a Plasmodium vivax, you can see that is a single nucleus will be divided into number of divisions. That is, in a amoeba we have seen that is only two equal halves, whereas in a Plasmodium vivax a nucleus will be divided into furthermore number of cells. Whenever this nucleus is divided into furthermore division, thereby what happen, each divided nucleus will be developed into an organism. So thereby the number of daughter cells will not be only two, but the more number of daughter cells are produced. If the number of daughter cells are produced more than two, then that kind of division they are going to call it as which one, that is Plasmodium vivax, for example. That is nothing but the multiple fission. And next thing we are having, that is fragmentation. Fragmentation is nothing but, Spirogyra is nothing but a algae. In this one, what happened, the part of that what happened will be cut. Any part of that which has been cut, if it falls on a soil, what happened later, it start to develop into a new organism. Any part it may be. If the number of fragments it has been cut, what happened, the whole fragments will be developed into a new organism. And the next thing we are having, that is regeneration. So regeneration example they have given Hydra and even Planaria. For the regeneration we can take examples such as lizard. If the tail of the lizard has been cut, later what happened, after some days you can see that is once again a tail formation or the development of a tail will take place. If the cut part will start to develop after some days, then they are going to call it as regeneration. So similarly, even in Hydra or Planaria, any part of that organism has been cut, later after some days what happened, the cut part will develop what happened into a new organism. Vegetative propagation, that is nothing but without having a male and female gamete, what happened, they are going to have further production of more number of plants within a short period of time. The next thing, production of spore, we are having rhizopus. So here they have given the story of a dolly, that is a cloned animal. So cloned animal is nothing but thereby what happened, the gene or the nucleus of any organism which is inserted in the womb of other organism, thereby what happened, a newly organism which is similar or identical to that of parent is obtained. That kind of organism they are going to call it nothing but clone. The cloned organism. So here they have given dolly was born on 5th July 1996 and was the first mammal to be cloned. Here you can see that what happens, that is a nucleus from the organisms, that is Finn Dorset sheep and even Scottish blackface has been taken. So later what happened, here it was inserted into the womb, that is within the nucleus what happened, it has been taken out from the sheep and later it has been inserted into the other organism. After inserting what happened within that womb of that organism, that is Scottish blackface, what happened later, after number of days what happened, they are going to have an organism which is similar to the Finn Dorset sheep because nucleus was taken from Finn Dorset sheep. That is why the identical copy of a Finn Dorset sheep is nothing but a dolly. That is why they are telling cloning which has been done, it is very much useful for the other organisms for the development of a number of organisms. But students, keep it in mind, cloning has to be done only for the limited type of plants and animals. No higher version of animals like humans are to be cloned. If they are going to clone, there has been a trial also, that is from other countries. Since they have tried, or if they are going to try, what happened, they are going to get a severe punishment because the cloning, if it is done in humans, on humans, means there may be a number of disadvantages will be taking place. That is why the government is banning about which one, that is cloning. So far we have learnt about, that is asexual reproduction. In the asexual reproduction we have learnt about, that is budding in hydra and even binary fission in amoeba we have seen, and even other types of asexual reproduction like regeneration and even fragmentation and even multiple fission. Thank you.